Well, hello there, friends, and good time zone. And what is up, gamers? Hi, everyone. Welcome in. Happy Thursday, and indeed, happy Halloween. Is anyone else as excited as I am? Because I am very, very excited. I'm wearing a very silly outfit today. I mean, it is largely outfits that I bought from, like, regular shops and or, like, charity shops. That when you put them together and hold a foam sword, makes you look like a pirate. But I'm feeling pretty good about it. Anyways, it's lovely to see y'all. Welcome on in. Hello, hello, turn up. Lovely to see you. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're having an amazing Thursday. I truly am. Many distractions. Hello and welcome. How are you doing? Lovely to see you. Sledge, my dearest darling. Hello and welcome. And thank you, everybody, for the wonderful emotes in chat. I love to see it. Hello, Bambi. Lovely to see you, too. Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing? I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful Thursday. Happy Weenie Day, says Bambi. I love that term for it. Yes, I am indeed a Halloweenie. Sound is low. Is my mic okay? Am I just... Hello? I don't know. It's the normal mic. It's definitely the normal mic. So, question marks? I don't know her. Anyways, is the sound okay for anyone else? Please do let me know. Anyways, in any case, I'm delaying switching to the art camera because I did something real goofy. Because I knew that I was going to be sitting here in a Halloween costume, and I also knew that you weren't going to be able to see me. Apparently, Turnip is sitting in a skeleton onesie. That sounds so good and cute. I love that for you. Hell yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, I have, so I knew I wasn't going to be able to, like, properly show off my costume on stream, and so I thought I would need some kind of a workaround, so I actually painted a portrait of what I'm wearing today. And so I thought I would show you. Mesh, thank you for the hydrate. I shall take a sip of my pumpkin spice tea. You sound like you're a long way from the mic, and it does seem to get louder if you get near the mic. So, like, do I have to sit here, or do I just have to shout? Because I don't know. I haven't done anything with the settings. Is stream okay? Real chat. Like, oh no, is the stream broken? I'm scared now. Okay. I can't. That's like me leaning all the way over. I can't do that all stream. Okay, having a mild struggle now because I don't know what to do, and apparently stream is bad. But thank you for letting me know. The mic does move. I have moved the mic to exactly where it always is. Is your volume down? Hello, Aoife. Welcome on in. It's lovely to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a beautiful day. I have sipped my pumpkin spice beverage. It is very pumpkin, very spice. It's mostly spice and not really a lot of pumpkin. Okay, I need to switch to art camera now, but now I feel weird because I don't know whether or not something's wrong with the stream, or something's gone wrong with my mic, or I just am not projecting my voice very well today. Or the new thing that I wanted to do is breaking everything. I just don't know. But, I hope that I'm audible. And I guess I'm just gonna do it, and if it's bad and everyone doesn't like it, let me know and I'll take it away. But do let me know. Anyways, Aoife is having a good day. How about you? Well, it's one of my favorite days of the year, notwithstanding, like, my birthday, my partner's birthday, and our wedding anniversary, so I'm having a pretty good one, all things considered. Okay, I'm gonna switch to art camera, so just brace yourselves, because I did something real stupid, and you have to look at it now. Oh, damn it, where's the camera gone? Okay, well, that's working, but now the camera isn't. No! Why did the camera stop working? Oh, beans. Cheese pizza. Hold up, everybody. No. Okay, now it's in portrait. There we go. Okay. This is what you were supposed to see. And I ruined the reveal. So is it okay if I'm going to restart the reveal because I feel like that was a really bad reveal. I'm going to do it again. 1 second. Okay, so, if you saw that just now, no you didn't. Um, nothing happened and I haven't done anything. So, anyways, brace yourselves, everyone. I've done something really silly because I wanted you to be able to see what I'm wearing today. And I couldn't have a webcam, so instead I made this. Hi there, everyone. What do you think? It's me, your streamer. I hope that you like me. This is exactly what I look like right now, more or less. I'm not actually standing on a cliff overlooking the sea, but like apart from I didn't want to paint in my studio because I would have to paint in like so many tiny things in the background and I didn't think I could handle having to paint in all of those things. So just be happy with this romantic setting that I'm in. And I am dressed as a romantical slutty pirate today. And it feels real good. Anyways, I hope you like it. Saw what, says Many Distractions. I'm so curious, says Aoife. What could it be? Oh, that's amazing, says Bambi. Oh, thank you. Again. It's a little Sammy, says Many Distractions. Yeah, I am a PNG tuber now. I hope you like it. I don't know if I'm gonna keep, if people like hate this, I guess I won't keep it, but I hope you like it. I thought it would be fun to do. And this is indeed exactly what I look like. So, I mean, you're getting the you're getting the experience of being able to see me without actually having to see me, which I feel like is a win-win situation, right? Anyway. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. I don't know what just flew down my throat just then, but oh wow, it feels like I'm gonna die. Okay. So, one moment, please. I'm just gonna mute and try not to die. Okay, I think I fixed it. I took a big sip and I had a big cough and I think I'm okay now. I think fingies crossed. I'm okay. Anyways, I am indeed wearing this shirt, as you can see. There's the sort of gathered, puffy linen sleeves. This shirt actually came from Zara. I was looking for like a linen top, and I was like, oh, that's like a pirate shirt, except it's very cropped. So it's like, I don't know, it's like slutty pirate shirt. And I just thought that was such a vibe for Halloween that I couldn't not do it. So here we are. Dan, how's it going? It's lovely to see you. How is your Thursday? Welcome in. Hello. I hope you're having a beautiful day. The finger's moving. She's not dead. Indeed, I'm still alive by some miracle. But yes. Bambi says Tiny Sammy is adorable and I love them. Oh, thank you. I also love regular Sam. Oh, thank you. Much love indeed. Much love. Thank you, Bambi. That's very sweet. Yeah, okay, is me. Sledge would like me to terrible draw. Specifically, Sledge would like me to terrible draw Charmy Bee, which is a character whose name I know, and I'm pretty sure they're a bee, and I know that they come from the Sonic universe, and I don't know if I could tell you. I feel like I can take somewhat of an educated guess as to what they sort of look like. So I'm going to grab the terrible drawing canvas, and I'll be back in just a second, because it's on the other side of the studio, as it always is. And then I will explain what exactly we're about to do here. All right. Where could it be? Where is the terrible drawing canvas? It's made for terrible drawings. Let's draw some terrible things. All of my things are falling off the shelf that they're on. Oh no. Ugh. Anyways, I also I had like literally right before I started the stream, I had a brainstorm for what one might do for my next shop update. It's gonna be at some point in the near future. But there's a lot of really cool stuff right there right now. But I was like, ooh, I've just had a really good idea for something that I want to make. So at some point in the future, I will be making a new thing for the shop, and I'm very excited about it. This is not the terrible drawing canvas I wanted. There is another one somewhere. 1 second, everybody. I need to find it. Oh, no. Ah, there it is. There it is. Okay. I wanna work on this terrible drawing canvas. Okay, so allow me to explain. For the uninitiated, for anyone who it's their first time here and they don't know what's going on, or it's their like millionth time here and they just want to hear me talk about it, the terrible drawing time thing is a situation, a phenomenon, one might say, wherein for 5,000 channel points I have 5 minutes or less to draw a character or concept of your choosing from my memory or sight unseen on the terrible drawing canvas. And sometimes it goes pretty badly. Here are some recent examples on a canvas that is pretty full now. We've got Harvey from Stardew Valley, my Stardew Valley farmer that someone wanted to see for some reason. A carrot getting rained on. A balloon animal. Oh man, who was this guy? I think this is just a guy we named Jess. Oh, pretzels, and now I have to do the old-timey mid-Atlantic accent for the next 5 minutes. Well, let me tell you, I'm pretty sure this is a guy named Jesbert. This is Pokeroo with some geese flying on his back, flying through the air. You can imagine it. This is, This is I don't listen. I genuinely don't remember what's happening there, but don't worry about it. I'm sure it's fine. This is my attempt to draw Sliggoo from memory, which I did not know what it looked like, and I think I did a pretty good job anyways. And this is an attempt to draw Lapras from memory. These are Pokemons, if you don't know. This is. Oh, what's this? This is a mud. This is just an actual mud skipper, which exists in real life, and well, these are the kinds of things you can expect to see from terrible drawings, anyways. And now I suppose I have to do one. Oh, and of course, this is when I couldn't find the terrible drawing canvas I'd been working on. This was a drawing of the terrible drawing canvas running away. We've got a little rucksack with lots of supplies. They're off on an adventure. It's all good. Anywho. Soul, thank you very much for the boop. Wait. Is that a request for me to do it? Okay. Alright, everyone hold still. Hold still, everyone. Let me just boop. There we go. That was that. Thank you very much, and I hope you're having a wonderful Thursday. Many Distractions says, my attempts to understand Sonic lore end in confusion. I think that is the right answer as well. Honestly, it's a lot. Alright, I've got 5 minutes to attempt to draw Charmy B. How shall I do? Oh, I don't know. Truly I don't, but I shall give it my very, very best. Now, 5 minutes on the clock, starting nowish. Right, Charmy B has that sort of Sonic aesthetic, I feel like, where it's kind of it's kind of like they've got those eyes where they're just like a single unit, I think. So I'll attempt to do those. Shade it in a bit so it doesn't look too weird. Now I don't want to let this get too detailed because otherwise we'll be here all day, but I would like to attempt to do whoever Charmy B is justice. I'm sure Charmy B is a very special and good friend. I honestly don't know. I hope there's a drawing of the canvas running away on the canvas that's running away, says Dan. I did eventually find the canvas, but never mind. Right, Charmy B's got a happy little smile, and I think they've probably got some antennas. So let's draw in the antennas. Now I do want to be clear that I'm drawing Charmy Bee and not like the Jolly Bee mascot, because I feel like there could potentially be a bit of overlap there. And I do want to be clear on who who and what this is, but never mind. I shall listen, I'm doing my very best. Truly I am. Is it good? I don't know. I don't know, but I am trying. Anywho. Now then, right. This does look a bit like Jollibee at the moment, but never mind. All I can do is perseverance. Okay, he's got one of these weird face. I don't know. Does it have a? Do they have a neck? Do they have a neck? I don't know. I don't know if I should give them a neck. I'm just gonna go with giving them sort of a little body. And you can see they've got like a little stinger on their little booty because they're a little bee. And then they've got like stripes. Because again, bee, but also they're like, yeah, do your best. I'm wearing gloves for no reason, because I feel like they'd probably be wearing gloves. I don't know, I imagine characters like this and I imagine that they're wearing gloves. It's just, I feel like Charmy Bee seems like they would be, a very sort of like, jolly sort of character. I don't know why. And then obviously they're gonna have to have the like mega oversized like high top shoes. Because of course they do. So they've got the skinny little legs and then they've got these like quite substantial like clown shoe trainers. Because, I don't know, that's like the Sonic aesthetic is that your shoes have to be very large. Dan wants to know, who here has done / is doing plans to do something Halloweeny today. I have fancy dress hockey training. That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. Okay, how much time do I have left? I've got 43 seconds left. I gotta do the thing. I think I did the stripes in the wrong order, but also I have like a sense memory that he's got like goggles. He's got like a pair of goggles on his head. He's got that kind of like aesthetic. I don't know what the goggles are for. Hopefully he knows what the goggles are for. But he's got goggles. I don't know. Maybe he's a steampunk bee. There we go. And I'm gonna shade in this part of the head as well. I don't know if that's correct, but I just think it would look cooler, and I'm gonna color in the nose as well. Yeah, that's Charmy Bee, everyone! Wow! It looks exactly like them! Gotta go fast, am I right, kids? Wow, this is so bad! I'm so sorry. Sadly, don't have the mental energy to costume with many distractions. That's okay. It's been an interesting week. That is a mood, honestly. I'm very tired today. But I am painting pumpkin muffins after stream, and I'm very much looking forward to that. Could play a spooky game, perhaps, but I haven't decided what yet. Ooh, I can tell you that Ooblets has a Halloween event going on. Goggles for if he has to fly, says Dan. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. He's a bee. He's got wings. What the flip? I forgot to draw his wings. He doesn't need to run. He's got wings. What the heck? I'm so sorry. I'm going off rules here, drawing wings in after the fact, but listen, it's gonna bother me if I don't, because obviously he's got wings. He's a freaking bee. What the heck? Okay. There is the amended Charmy Bee with wings because he's a bee. I fixed it. I hope that's okay. Sledge, my dearest darling, I hope you're happy. Sledge has appended an image, so I'm just gonna copy that link. And see if we can do a little side-by-side comparison. Thank you for that. Okay, first you need to see... Okay, so we're going to do a little side-by-side... First I need you to look at my Instagram, because otherwise, like, looking at links doesn't work. Just because of the way this thing runs. And I just need you to... Wow, okay, I lost a... This picture lost me 2 followers. I did say it was bad. This was yesterday's streaming prompt, Phil. The word was rainbow, and, I used the little water brush that came with my, like, pocket paint set. Really, really, really hard to control. And I had a really frustrating time with it, and I could not get nice clean lines because of that. And the whole thing just ended up being a mess. Anyways, that's that. But the reason that we looked at that is that I need to put my Instagram up first in order to be able to look at links in that window. And the other thing that I have is a picture of the actual Charmy Bee. So, we have here my attempt at drawing what I suspect Charmy Bee / remember Charmy Bee would look like. Okay. Dan wants a posture check. I am lengthening my spine, and I thank you so much indeed. How it's heckin' cute, says many times. Oh, thank you. Rainbow only has 6 colors, unfollowed, says Dan. Hey, listen, that's more colors than the paint palette had. I had to make my own purple. Anyways, this is Charmy Bee, and this is Charmy Bee. Well, I didn't give him a little hoodie. I should have given him a little hoodie. But at least I remembered that he should have wings at the last minute. And he does have gloves! He does. That was like a wild guess that he has gloves. Why are his arms like the color of a pale human if he's a bee? Is this just a bee furry? No, it must be a bee. Anyways, I feel like my bee looks more like a bee than Charmy Bee does. Because Sonic's as many attractions. Honestly, that tracks. That absolutely tracks. I feel it. Okay. That was terrible drawing time, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. Yay. I haven't decided what color this wants to be, but that's okay. I think he has the right vibes. Stan. Aw, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yes, I still haven't decided what color this piece wants to be. As you can see, this has that always been that wonky? Okay, I've tilted it slightly so it looks a little bit less wonky. Anyways, this is Clarence, the pumpkin guy. This is Clarence's friend. She doesn't have a name yet, but they're just like they've just met up for like a coffee and a chat at the Boo-Rista's coffee shop. Having a lovely time, catching up and having some cake. They've got what looks to be maybe like some kind of, well, it's not pumpkin. I was thinking this might be like a chocolate, like a cheesecake, a chocolate cheesecake or something, and maybe a bit of carrot cake. I think that would be a nice combo. So everyone gets some yummy flavors. Penny! Hello, welcome in. How are you doing? It's lovely to see you. Oh, Penny says, Sammy, I'm still at work, but I'm here. I'm hugging you virtually. Oh, Penny, thank you so much. Here's a hug and an extreme close-up of my hairy arms. Yay! Clarice says, Aoife. Oh my god. That's so silly. I kind of love it. Fanny says, Malem and Wooloo solidarity. I love that also. Thank you. I'm going to take a sip of my pumpkin spiced matcha beverage. It is some matcha, it is some oat milk, and it is a spoonful of maple syrup, and it's very cozy. I'm so excited for pumpkin muffin night, by the way. So excited for pumpkin muffin night. If you're curious, my pumpkin muffin recipe is absolute fail-proof. It is the nicest pumpkin muffin recipe I've ever encountered. It's the only pumpkin muffin recipe I've ever made. But I kid you not when I say it's one of the best things that I bake, and I bake a lot. There is a very, very, very old recipe video of it on my YouTube channel, which I have linked in the chat, in case you're curious and want to check it out later. My god, if I had made that video today, it would be much more tightly edited than it was, but there is the recipe in the description if you do want to try making it yourself, because they're so good. They're so good, and I would love to share the love with people. Anyways, I feel like they'd have striped wallpaper behind them, says Dan. Oh man, are you giving me background ideas? Because I was trying to make this fairly unbackgroundy, but you know what? That would be very cute as well. I might need to do that. First of all, I'm just masking off the bits that don't want to be background, so I can very slapdashly lay a background in, which is my favorite way to background, is slapdash. Oh man, this brush is really going bad. I mean, it already was, but you know. Dan says, uh-oh, Sammy's in the pay of Big Muffin. Oh, believe me, if I could get paid to muffin recipe, I'd be very happy about that. I do have a cookbook for sale, but it's super, super old, and the art is super, super old, and so I feel slightly self-conscious about sharing it because of that, but I do. Anyways. Sen, hello, welcome in, and happy Halloween! I hope that the Halloweening is treating you well, my friend. I hope you're having a beautiful, beautiful day. I am applying masking fluid to Clarence the Pumpkin Man's head, currently. Clarence is a good dude. I did kind of, you know, I've contemplated a couple of names for this pumpkin lady. I thought maybe, the first thing I thought of was Winnie, because that feels like a... Because as you can see by the way they're dressed, there's kind of an old-timey vibe happening here. And I thought that was a very cute, sort of old-timey sounding name. And then I also thought maybe, like, possibly Mabel. But I haven't decided. I don't know what fits her vibe yet. We might not know until she's fully colored in. I think she's definitely, like, an adventurous lady. She's animatedly telling a story here to Clarence, and Clarence just is like, hee 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 hee, oh my. Winnie just makes me think of Winifred from Hocus Pocus. Oh my god, you're right. That's amazing. Oh, Sen says, I saw many kids trick-or-treating on my way home from the grocery store. Oh, that's lovely, otherwise quiet in my street. I'm celebrating with Dino Nuggies. Oh, I love that for you. Dino Nuggies are the bestest. I was thinking the next time that I can put like a delivery order into the supermarket, I'm gonna get Dino Nuggies, because the supermarket that we get delivered to us, that location, it's like a big superstore, so it tends to have a slightly better selection of stuff than the place that we go when we are just like doing a shop, like our neighborhood shop. And so when I'm ordering things for delivery, I like to add stuff I can't normally get, like Dino Nuggies, because Dino Nuggies are the bestest. I am quite partial to a Dino Nuggie Japanese curry myself. Or sometimes just kids menu of like Dino Nuggies with like chips or mashed potatoes and some steamed peas. And then I'll make myself a nug sauce. Very cozy. Very delightful. Love that for me. It's a good time. Anyways. I did look up various types of pumpkin to try and get a good shape for Clarence's friend here's head. Because I didn't want it to be exactly the same as Clarence's, because pumpkins come in all different shapes and sizes. And this one's a little bit larger than Clarence's, and I also gave her a little bit of sort of a swoop on the on her stem there, because I think it's really cute when they have that as well. Dino Nuggie Japanese curry, tell me more. It's literally just like a chicken katsu curry, except instead of using like a breaded chicken katsu situation, I just use Dino Nuggies in their place. So I just make like steamed rice and Japanese curry sauce and put Dino Nuggies on it. It's really good. I'll usually add some vegetables to the curry sauce. I don't know if you can probably get it where, I think it's fairly ubiquitous, but if not, you can probably get it online. The like Japanese golden curry sauce that just comes in a block. Like, it looks like a chocolate bar, but it smells like curry sauce. And you remove a chunk of whatever size that you want, and it's sort of pre-portioned into little chunks like a chocolate bar is. And then you just add like hot water, and you just cook it over some heat on the hob for a few minutes. You can add vegetables if you want to put vegetables in it. I think they have some recommendations. But yeah, it's great. It is very, very delightful. Okay, I'm definitely getting some masking fluid in places that don't want masking fluid, but I can remove those as soon as I've masked off all of the bits that need to be masked off. Okay, I've masked off all of the bits that need to be masked off. Delightful. Now I'm going to attempt to get the remaining the only way I've found to like properly do it. I have the curry blocks at home currently, so I gotta try that. Yes, you do, Sen. It's delightful. Sledge says I need to pretend to be working still for a bit, so see you later, babe. Thank you, sweetheart. I love you so much. For anyone who doesn't know, Twitch user Sledge Callier is my moderator / spouse. We are married, which is why all the I love yous and the sweethearts. But yes. Aoife says, I think here in Austria we nuggeted the last dino back in the 80s, so now we mainly use chicken. Oh man. Oh man, that's so sad. You need to find a source of dino nuggies from a more dino-rich society, clearly. Oh my goodness. Oh my, what a shocking revelation, says Sen. I know. I've never mentioned it before because it's quite personal, but I am a married person. And we're very happy. So, yes. It's this coming February is going to be our 10-year wedding anniversary. And I'm kind of thinking through now what we could conceivably do for it, because I feel like we should, if we want to like go somewhere or do something, we should probably book it a reasonable amount beforehand so that it's not prohibitively expensive. But also, it's like the beginning of February, so we don't really have a lot of time. Oh no. Dan says, wait, is that why Sammy moved to the UK to feast on our dinos? No, Dan, it was a happy coincidence, I swear. It just so happens that the dino nuggies are delicious, that's all. I need to mute my mic for a moment. Sorry, everyone. One moment, please. I'm so sorry. I needed to blow my nose. I promise I'm not coming down with anything. I'm just snuffy. Anyways. I hope y'all are having fun with the you can see me on camera thing. It's very weird for me to be visible on camera, but I will show you. Here's a picture of me actually wearing the here's what my Halloween costume looks like. Look at me. I'm a romantical pirate with my I also have a sword. Ta-da! It me. Having my phone at this angle makes my forehead look really large, but I have a sword. It is a foam sword. It is a child's foam sword from a children's museum that I borrowed from my spouse who bought it from said children's museum. And this is, in case you're curious as to what my sash looks like, this is the print on it. I found this at Oxfam, and I love, like, the color is so bold, and I love, like, the sort of botanical and birds and stuff. I just thought it was really pretty. And it reminded me of a fabric that I think is cool. Anyways, there's my camera roll. Oh yeah, also, in the spirit of the season, we did get some, Colin the Caterpillar mini cakes, because they're spooky Colin the Caterpillar mini cakes. But the way that they made it spooky was they just put a whole bunch of, like, decorative bones on top of it, which, that's not how caterpillar skeletons work. You don't just make it a skeleton by putting, like, a ton of bones on top of it. But, I mean, what do I know? I'm not an entomologist. Anyways, but, yes, Panny says, oh my god, love this sword. I wanted to get, like, some good costume photos today, but I could not find any of our tripods. I know there are tripods in the house, and I could not find any of them. I was probably just looking in entirely the wrong places, but I couldn't find them. And I'm all by myself all day, so I didn't have the opportunity to, like, trudge out to, you know, someplace a little bit more picturesque. I tried to take some photos, like, in the corridor, but sort of me against, like, a brick background was not the vibe, so you just have selfies. And I'm honestly kind of sad about that. I've been seeing some people's, like, amazing costumes with, like, super impressive makeup and a lot of artistry that went into it, and, like, good photo shoots with nice backgrounds and taking advantage of the autumnal sun and trees, and I'm just like, please accept my just pathetic selfie, okay? It's just, I don't know, I feel like I just exist in a continuous state of feeling inferior to everyone else who exists in the world, which is not the kind of fun, cozy attitude I want to express, but here we are. Dan is taking a lurk to go for walkies. Yay! I hope that you and Milo have a lovely walkies, assuming that Milo is coming with you. Otherwise, I hope that you have a lovely walkie, and I hope that Milo has a nice rest at home. Anyways, hello, Tals. Welcome in. How are you doing? Thank you so much for the happy Halloweens. I very much appreciate it. Sense still have to try the real Colin cake. The Tesco one was a disappointment. I think that the Colin ones are pretty good. We put the mini ones in the fridge, and I think that was a mistake because it made the texture kind of more sort of dense and less, like, sort of fluffy and creamy. So we bought some Cadbury mini rolls, and we're keeping them out of the fridge, and it's much nicer. But yeah, M&S chocolate is usually pretty decent, so I would imagine that if you keep your Colin the Caterpillar cake in the right place, it's probably pretty good. I think the only actual, like, official sort of large scale Colin the Caterpillar cake that I've had was a gluten-free one, so probably also not indicative of what the non-gluten-free ones taste like. Decorative bones, says Dan. Oh yeah, yum yum delicious. Very yummy tasty. Aoife says, bones help me stay upright. They aren't all scary. Indeed, I agree. Science is irrelevant. I mean, when faced with spoopy, says Fanny. Okay, fine. They were pretty spoopy, so that's fair. Ooh, Fanny says, okay, I gotta go home and spend time in a world with no internet. See you soon. Thank you so much for stopping by, Fanny. It was lovely to see you, my dear, dear friend. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Thank you. I need to decide what color this wants to be. I don't want to do it just, like, in orange, because I feel like that's going to look really bad. But what I might do is I might take our burnt umber and add a little bit of orange to it, just to kind of warm it up a bit. I think that could work really well. So, that's what we're going to try. Aoife says, I had a really scary thing happen to me this week. Oh my goodness, are you okay? I hope you're okay. Oh goodness gracious. But I hope everything's alright. If it's like a spooky thing, and you want to share, feel free. But, if not, that's alright too. I just hope you're okay. Speaking of okay, I can't get it open. I want to be kind of careful. I'm doing this mostly off camera because I don't want to accidentally open it and have, like, ink spill directly onto my painting. Because I feel like that's the wrong kind of scary, for this. But, you know. Okay. Oh, alright. I got it. That took no small amount of effort, but we did actually manage to get this open, so that's good. I was hiking alone up a mountain in the forest with no phone. Probably no service there anyways. Aoife, that is the start of a horror movie. What are you doing? Far from any place a car could get to or a helicopter could land. Like, what were you doing out there? That sounds terrifying. Why? Oh my goodness, that is far more intrepid than I, for I would never do such a thing, because I would be scared that, I don't know, that's just an opportunity for a dangerous cryptid to come out and be scary at you. So, I'm really glad that you're here. Anyways. Oh my goodness gracious, that does sound scary. Okay. So that is burnt umber, and I am supplementing, with some flame orange to give it a little bit of Halloweenical warmth. Suddenly started feeling all weird and wrong. My left arm was weird and I got very tired. Aoife, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Once again, incredibly glad you're okay. And I guess just a cautionary note to anyone in chat, if you do decide to go someplace remote by yourself, to tell someone where you're going. Just at least make sure that someone knows that you're doing that, just in case. I had to lie down for an hour right there under a tree before I could start making my way back. Oh, goodness gracious. Well, I'm very glad to hear that you're okay, and I'm glad that you're back, and I'm glad that it worked. Because that does sound really, really scary. And I'm glad that it ended up being okay. And that you are safe. Let us take a look at this brown. That's a nice warmish brown, I think. I'm gonna just test it out on this little sort of bit of backing paper to see how I feel about that brown. Yeah, that's like a nice warm brown. That's good. That'll do really nicely. Had a full health check this week, still waiting for lab results, so the doctors at least ruled out a heart attack. Yeah, I was really scared. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm really glad that you're feeling okay now, and I hope that your okayness persists. And again, I guess, just if you decide to go for any, like nature walks in an area that feels like it could be a little bit unsafe at all, just make sure that somebody knows where you're going and when to expect you back. Because that sounds really scary, and we want to make sure that you are healthy and safe and okay, and we love you. Okay? Okay. Much love, friend. That goes for everybody. Anywho, gonna take another sip of my pumpkin spice beverage, which contains no pumpkin, but does contain many spice, as is good. Aoife says it was my usual route, and I did mention I'm hiking there. Good. So yeah, they did in general know. Okay, good. Glad to hear it. That is important. I actually just had an advisory post from a National Department of Conservation that I follow on Instagram, mostly for like cute wild animal photos, admittedly, but they were talking about it's like hiking season there, and so they were talking about how to, like check the weather before you go and make sure someone knows where you're going and various other sort of like safety things. So it's on my mind at the moment as well. Oh my goodness, what a coincidence, but also oh my goodness. Okay. There we go. All right. Several of my paintbrushes are kind of starting to die at the moment, so I'm just I'm trying to eke as much life out of them as I can for as long as I can, basically, at this point. But yes, the Kiwi Hatchery. I am following the Kiwi Hatchery, Sen. Yeah. Very, very, very cute. I'm following a bunch of like bird accounts now. I'm following the National Kiwi Hatchery out in Aotearoa. I'm following the Department of Conservation. I'm following kakapo recovery because they're my favorite birds. I'm also following Ontario plovers because I'm a plover lover. Just a lot of like Be Nice to Birds organizations. Anywho, I do also want to express my thanks for everyone who's bought prints and or stickers of that Kakapo art that I did a little while ago. Because I am putting those sales towards adopting another one this year, which I'm very excited about. So that'll be really nice. Anyways. Though I think I'll probably just get the digital adoption package this time. Otherwise, eventually I'll just my home will be overrun with plushes of Kakapo. And I already have one. And he's a very special boy, and I love him, and his feathers are very soft, and I like to give him cuddles. But anyways, yes, you do have to follow them. They're very good. Yeah. Census, maybe I should rebrand to Kakapo. They are also called owl parrots after all. Oh my goodness, yes. That would be... But I mean, you love all kinds of owls, like not just that one. I know this. And there are many owls for you to love and appreciate. They're all good owls. So, you know. But I mean, that's entirely up to you. It's your brand after all. Do what you want to do with your brand. All right. Got a question for the chat. My question to you is, what is your favorite, like, Halloween treat or sweetie or snack? If you grew up being a recipient of spooky treats, what's your favorite? If you didn't grow up with being a recipient of spooky treats, what do you think would have been your favorite? What's your favorite now? I'd love to know. You'll be shocked to know I was a somewhat peculiar little creature. My favorite were, and I don't know if this is something that's available, like, in other countries, or if it was a specifically Canadian thing, but they had these little sweeties called Halloween Kisses. And they were a sort of treacly, chewy, toffee sweet with a, like, decidedly treacly, sort of dark, molassesy taste to them, which I absolutely adored. I thought they were so yummy, and everyone else is like, ew, you like those? They're gross. They're like the bad sweets. I think they were quite inexpensive. But I loved them. They were my favorite ones. They had that wonderful sort of deep, rich, like, you know, brown sugar molasses flavor, and they were a chewy toffee. And they came wrapped in this, like, wax paper wrapper that would have little pictures of, like, ghosts and jack-o'-lanterns and stuff on it, and I loved those. Like, the art style was very, like, it felt like the design of the wrappers had not changed in about, you know, like, 60 years, but I loved that. I thought they were so whimsical. But no, they were like everybody else's least favorites. Everyone else just basically went to the places where they gave you, like, you know, the mini chocolate bars like Mars and Snickers and stuff, or there was a neighbor in my neighborhood who worked for the Lay's potato chip company, and so he always had, like, proper, like snack size bags of, not like the little, like, multi-pack ones, but like the ones that you get as part of a meal deal size bags of crisps. So that was, like, everyone's favorite house to go to. His name was Bill. I'm sure he was a nice man. Anyways. I was in the mini chocolate bar club, says Tals. Good choice. Yeah. Germany doesn't really do classic or specific Halloween candy, I think. Just what we usually have it make it spooky. Yeah, it's the same with the UK. It's just, but I still appreciate, like, I know this is just a regular you know, packet of What's-Its, but it's got a picture of a bat on it, so it's spoopy, and therefore it's my favorite, and I love it. Because I'm just a silly little Halloween baby, and I love this stuff. I do appreciate a mini chocolate bar, it has to be said. A mini chocolate bar is very, very pleasant indeed. But yeah. Anywho's. Allow me to try and catch up with the chat, because I think I probably missed some stuff. Oh wow. Eva says I saw a white-tailed eagle, very cool, and I saw a slug eating dead frog. Wow, fun. In general, it's really pretty. Reeds, as far as the eye can see, just small paths in the reeds. Oh, that sounds really nice. I'm a chocolate gal in general, but I don't really know any Halloween candy. A lot of Halloween candy, even like when I was growing up in Canada, was just small versions of regular candy. But there was definitely some stuff that you saw in greater abundance around Halloween, like certain things that kind of just showed up in, you know, big multi-pack bags that you would get around that time of year. Like, oh, there's these things called rockets that were like these little, they looked like little, like, pills almost. And they were basically just, like, compressed citric acid and sugar. And so they were very, like, powdery sweets. They were my brother's favorite. I was not a huge fan of those. I found them kind of unpleasantly drying. But never mind. But, yes. Ooh, Sen says, new Avatar will probably feature a barn owl. Nice. Germany doesn't really do classic or specific Halloween candy, says Sen, yeah. But, yeah, I think I was, like, the only person who liked the Halloween kisses. And you know what? They're so hard to find now. I don't know if they still do them. Probably because nobody liked them, but they were the best ones, damn it. Anyways, Mesh, thank you so much for the 7 stream steak. I hope you enjoy your 7 steaks. I hope that, you find them delicious and cooked to perfection. But yeah, Sen says celebrating Halloween wasn't even a thing when I grew up, but then capitalism happened. Yeah, same here in the UK in large part, I think. My husband is very sort of like, about it, because he didn't grow up with it. And I'm like, where's your sense of whimsy, mister? Like, so what if you didn't grow up with it? It's fun. There's cute little ghosts and cute little bats and cute little skeleton people and pumpkins with faces, and you get to eat sweets, and I get to bake you pumpkin muffins. So no complaints. Like, why would you complain about any of those things? I don't understand. I don't get it. It's like, I'm not familiar with this, therefore I don't like it? No! Expand your horizons and have more fun. That's what I say. We're also not a big, like, bonfire day house. I didn't grow up with bonfire night, so I don't super understand it. But that being said, I did buy a parkin because I saw one at the shop, and I'm like, you know, that's a tasty cake situation. So I'm happy to celebrate bonfire day in as much as I get to eat a parkin. And we will probably have big jacket potatoes for dinner, because that's what my partner used to do growing up, and he finds them very cozy and comfy. Anywho, but yeah, I feel like, I don't know if trick-or-treating is that much of a thing here, but I feel like trick-or-treating is just less than it used to be anyways, which I'm kind of okay with, mostly because, like, from my perspective, going to people's houses door to door was horrifying, like, at the best of times when I was a youngin'. The thought of doing it now, like, no, thank you. Anyways, Eva says the thing here is you don't see cute kids being in costume. You see drunk teenagers, sometimes really scary costumes. Oh, that's not as much fun. It's fun seeing, like, oh, what's this child dressed up as? Oh, they're a penguin. That's cute. You know, or, oh, they're an anime character I don't recognize. That's cute, too. Like, you know, that's all good. That's all fun. But yeah. I saw a bunch of people with just full face masks. No thanks. I feel like, I don't know. People need to get better at whimsy. Because whimsy is great, but you've gotta, you know... I just feel sad when people half-ass the whimsy. It's just like, I'm not saying that you have to go all out and, like, make a costume from scratch or whatever, but it's amazing what you can throw together based on stuff you don't wear very often in your own wardrobe, like I did with this costume. I bought this shirt not with the intention of, like, I'm gonna Halloween costume this. I bought this shirt because I was like, this looks like a pirate shirt. And I love it. But, yeah. I don't know. Anyways, I wish this would dry faster. I'm gonna take another sip of my beverage. Anywho, but yeah. I'm sorry, that was a rant. But what I will say, is that, I don't know, they should make Bonfire Night a bank holiday or something, because there are no bank holidays in this country between, August and Christmas. And that's too long to not have a bank holiday, especially at one of the more depressing times of the year, because, like, the sun is going down earlier, and there's a lot of, I think, just general stress with, like, you know, the kids are in school, and that's a lot, and everyone's starting to get sick, and that's a lot, and there's just no break in your months. I don't love that for us. I think that the North Americans have it right with just, you know, having, a Thanksgiving situation in there in, like, September, October. You know, we could do a UK thing. It doesn't have to have the same theming as, like, Thanksgiving, because obviously Thanksgiving has its own reasons, which we are not going to unpack today because we'll be here all night. But, you know, you could just have, like, hey, October bank holiday, and just have a Monday off somewhere in the month. Ta-da! You could make Halloween a bank holiday. You could make Bonfire Night a bank holiday. I don't really care. Just give us another bank holiday. That's all. They're just really, really weirdly, unevenly spaced in this country. Like, we have 2 bank holidays in May. There's one at the start of May and one at the end of May, which I'm not begrudging in any way, shape, or form. But then you just have 3 months that have none. Who thought that was a good idea? I don't understand. Anyways, anyways, sorry to go on a little bit of a rant there. I just noticed that I think that the paint kind of pooled in a weird way just here, so I'm just gonna kind of try and blend it out a bit. See if I can get it to look a little bit less weird, I guess. Just a little bit less weird, you know. Okie dokie. Well, hopefully that looks a little bit less weird. I feel like it still looks a little bit weird, but never mind. It's all fine. A long weekend in the autumn would be great, says Tals. I know, right? Like, it would be a nice time to, like, you know, just have a day where you can rest, catch up on sleep, go for a nice walk in the park, have a deliciously spiced beverage, enjoy the sound of your feet crunching through the leaves that are everywhere that you're walking on. You know, just nice, pleasant time, good time things. I think it would be nice to have that. But what do I know? Blatantly not very much. Anyways, once again, thank you everybody for the support for this, am I pointing at me? This little creature here. I had fun making them. The idea of doing a supplementary painting at the same time as Stream Ink was kind of daunting, but, as you can see, it's fairly straightforward, so it didn't take too long to do. Wow. Stream Ink has been really, really fun. I've really enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed seeing what everyone else is doing for it. I've just popped some info about Stream Ink in the chat, which is happening over this very month of October. So we're coming up to the end of it now because today is the very last day. And the prompt for today's is friend, which is why we're drawing these 2 friends. And the prompter is MKO. Let me grab their username real quick, so I can do a little shout out in the chat. Stream Ink website. I know they were live earlier. I'm not sure whether or not they still are, but I just want to make sure that I spell the username correctly. And as always, if you wholeheartedly recommend following all of these cool people, if you like fun times and art streams. because they're great. There's a shout out. So you can go give them a follow. MKO, extra shout out to MKO because the artwork that they have been doing for Stream Inc. this year, if you have not seen it, has been just genuinely so good. They've been doing, I think it's watercolor, but every single painting has a butt in it. It's so silly, and they're so good and so cute, and I absolutely love it. It's so wonderful to see. Very, very, very fun. And yeah, just an abundance of butts. Every single one has a butt. It's great. Okay. All right. Okay. I've rolled up my sleeves. I'm wondering. It's definitely drier over on this side, so I think I'm gonna just test and see whether or not I can take off some of this masking fluid safely. I don't want the ink to smudge, and I definitely do not want the paper to tear or become damaged in any way. Because that can affect the way that the paint goes onto it. That can also, you know, just look really bad. So we'd like to avoid that. Always try and make sure that your paint is fully dry before doing any of the peely of the masky. Is always a very, very good idea. So that's what I tried to do. I can see in this area it's still a little bit wet, so we will do that bit last. But I also don't want to dawdle too long because I really would like to get on with continuing working on this piece because I would like to get it done tonight. I feel like I have managed to put up a piece of art every day for the last 30 days. I don't want to fall off at the final hurdle of day 31. You know what I mean? That would just make me feel so sad. And like I feel like we can do it. But it has been I have been streaming for over an hour, so I don't have bags of time to get this done. So I want to try and kind of, you know, get a move on, as it were. Oh, pretzels. Okay, what I might do is it's all nice and dry over here. There's just this one little dip here where the paint seems to just kind of want to converge into. I don't know why. It's not like the paper is fairly flat. It just really wants to end up in that little hollow, which is really annoying, actually. But I think I can safely do the chair part here up to that bit. And then I'll hold off on doing that bit for the duration of a BRB screen, which hopefully will give us enough time for that to dry, and then I will pop back and hopefully peel off the rest of this and then get to do some painting again, which I would love to do. So I'm gonna pop up the BRB screen. Please enjoy me being not here for a minute. Have a nice stretch, have a nice beverage. You know, do whatever you gotta do. Take your meds if you haven't taken them yet and you are supposed to. And I will be back very, very shortly. Enjoy the BRB music in the meantime. See you in a minute. There it is. Yay. Where's that pesky mute button? There we are. One moment, please. Okay, I'm back. Hello again. Hello, hello, hello. Hi. Hi, hello. Oh, it's I'm still getting used to, like, that's there. AKA me just hanging out in my palette, apparently. But I do hope that people like it. I had a fun time making it. I feel this is looking pretty dry. I think just taking that little break was the amount of time that it needed for me to whoa. Okay, that was a really bad texture there for some reason. Sorry. I don't know, just like the texture of the paper against my fingy tip. I'm not enjoying it at the moment. It feels no, that's unpleasant. Okay. Well, let me get this done as quickly as possible then so I can move on to the pleasant things like holding a paintbrush and painting stuff. Which is probably what we're all here for. Anyways. Are you a pumpkin enjoyer? Do you like pumpkin stuff? Do you like pumpkin spice stuff? Which, really, pumpkin spice as a concept is really only, I would say, about, like, maybe 20 years old, I feel like. Because it's certainly, when I was growing up, you didn't get pumpkin. And it's certainly in America, less so here. But you see, like, in the States, apparently they just, everything is pumpkin spice. I don't know if it's the same in Canada, because I haven't been in Canada in the autumn in a very, very, very long time. But I know that in the States, they have, like, pumpkin spiced Oreo biscuits and pumpkin spiced, I don't know, vapes probably. Pumpkin spice, I don't know, baby formula. Pumpkin spice pumpkins. It's very ubiquitous. And then there was a while where we all like to make fun of it, and I just personally don't like the way the spice blend tastes with coffee. So I don't like pumpkin spice lattes, but, like, if you do, that's neat. I'm happy for you. I just personally don't care for it. Anyways. Okay. I think first I want to establish Clarence is a fairly pale pumpkin, if memory serves, in my previous portraiture of Clarence. If you're not familiar, Clarence is a fellow that we did paint last year, I think. And I just thought that he was a cool little guy, and I wanted to bring him back, because I thought that would be fun and nice. So here's Clarence again, being his usual charming self. And I do think he is a quite charming little pumpkin person. He's trying his best, certainly. Anyways, but yes. I think that, Clarence's friend here, who we still haven't actually established a definitive name for, but she'll be a different shade of pumpkin, I think, to keep things interesting. How's this? That's a nice shade of pumpkin. Why not? Oh, that's a very pretty shade of pumpkin. I dig it. Okay, cool. Anyways, I don't know what kind of anecdote she's relaying, but it's definitely giving Clarence a good chuckle, and I love that for him. I think she's definitely you can tell she's a very fun person. Whatever her deal is. I think I kind of like the way that the ink is settling on her face as well. It's kind of giving it a bit of texture, and some pumpkin surfaces do have a bit of an interesting texture. So I quite like that, actually. I think that's really good. I am here for it. Cool. Okay. I have no idea. I have no idea how these pumpkin people, like, work as in terms of, like, the not the physicality, but, you know, the, like, how they're alive. That's none of my business, frankly, and I'm not interested in asking, because it is none of my business. So I won't ask, basically. Ah, jeez. Okay. But I did, as I was painting there, I did have a bit of a wonder about it. I'm going to paint in a little bit of beverage into their little cuppies. As for what they're drinking, I don't know, maybe it's hot chocolate. I quite fancy a hot chocolate, actually. I've got lots of milk in the house. Maybe I'll have a hot chocolate tonight. I'll have to take a lactose tablet, obviously, because I don't want to die, but, no, that's an overstatement. Lactose will not kill me. It will just give me a horrible, horrible tummy ache. And that's also something I'd like to avoid for myself. So, we'll see. We'll see what I decide to do. I'm gonna try and keep the colors on this, like, fairly simple and straightforward. I'm gonna try not to cough too much. Just so this doesn't take too insanely long of a time to get done. I tried to give a vibe to the outfits of these two of, like, somewhere in, like, the early 1900s to, like, the 1910s, maybe. So I think we're getting a little bit more into, like, 1910 territory, certainly with this lady's outfit, which I think is quite a fun era for outfits. It's a fun era to work in for clothes. Changes are starting to happen. It's not quite the, like, extreme changes that you start to see in the 1920s, but things are getting interesting. Silhouettes are getting interesting. And a lot of things that look very comfy to me in general, which I find very appealing. Anyways, Dan's back from walkies. Hello! Ran into all the trick-or-treaters. It's quite sweet. Oh, lovely to hear that you've got some treat-seeking youngins in your area. Very, very cute. Love that for them. I hope that they find many and various treats and sweets to enjoy and have a lovely time. That's so stinking cute. Okay. I think that's good for that portion of her outfit. I'm going to just pick up some more of this ink and make a darker but not fully dark brown color to do some more bits. Okay. Maybe I'll use this for, like, the chairs they're sitting on, perhaps, and, like, the table. See how that looks. Yeah, that looks nice, I think. Okay, cool. Wizard. I need to. Oh, you know what else I need to do? Speaking of people with, like, pumpkins for heads, I need to finish watching my annual viewing of Over the Garden Wall. That's another thing I need to do. Which, if you're not familiar, oh my goodness, it's so good. It's a little bit spooky. It's incredibly cozy. I actually did a bit of Over the Garden Wall art for my Patreon, featuring one of my favorite characters, who is also a guy. He's entirely made out of vegetables, and his name is John Crops. And he's got, like, a pumpkin for a head, and I think his body is, like, some kind of melon. He's very cute. Oh no, I didn't wait long enough. Oh no, I didn't wait long enough for the color next to that one to dry, and now it's kind of bleeding into it, so let me just kind of blot that up. Okay. You'd never know. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Anyways, yes, I love John Crops. He's adorable. Actually, let me see if I can find you a picture of him if you're not familiar, because he's great. He sings it. He's played by a fellow who's a musician, whose name escapes me annoyingly. But so he's a musician, and he sings a little song. It's very, very cute. And he looks like this. There he is. He's singing a sad song there, you can see, because the cat is just, like, in tears. Bless him. And, yeah, he's got, like, little cucumber limbs and a melon body and a very broken straw hat. And I just think he's the cutest anyways. But yeah, I haven't actually watched through the whole thing again yet, so I really need to get on that, because it's so good. so good. And it's just, I don't know, it's very whimsical. It's very if you think to yourself about anything, I bet that would be Sammy's vibe. This is that thing. Very much so. It does bring me a lot of joy. Okay. Alright. I added a little bit of old-timey looking greebling to this table to make it look a little bit more interesting. I don't actually know if that's not really a practical table design, but you know what? Who cares? It's fine. Shh, just don't worry about it. It's all good. I don't mind anyways. Yeah. Okay. I hope people are liking the PNG tuber. I don't know whether or not I'll keep them. Cuz I think it's fun, but if it's like really off-putting, then I don't want to bother people with it. I don't want people to be like, "Oh, I don't want to hang out in this stream because their PNG tuber is bad." But I've never had one before, and it turns out I was indeed able to figure out how to make one. So I decided to do that. I used an app called ViadoTube to make it. Very, very useful. And not too taxing to my computer to run, so it looks, I don't know. Hopefully stream playback looks alright for y'all. Hopefully things are seeming okay. But, yes. I've just noticed there's a bit of masking fluid that was right there that didn't cover the, oh geez, you know what? I don't think I can paint over that now. I think I'll just fix it in post and you'll just not notice. Okay? Okay. Notice what you say. Exactly. Hooray. Alright, I'm going to use the same color to paint in Clarence's little bow tie. Coming back to the idea of this lass's name. And I feel like she could be a Mabel. So, I don't know. If anyone has any strong feelings against Mabel, let me know. But otherwise, I think she might be Mabel. Tell says, I think it's great, very Sammy. Oh, thank you. That's very kind. Thank you. I very much appreciate that. That's very kind. I did have a fun time doing it. Having to kind of... So basically what I ended up... I painted that, like... I painted this painting of me just sort of like smiling with my eyes open, and then I had to separately draw elsewhere an open mouth and a set of blinking eyes, and then kind of paste them on top, and then like clone out the closed mouth and eyes underneath that for the different sort of states of being, because sometimes my mouth's open when I'm talking, and then it closes when I'm not talking. And then most of the time my eyes are open, but periodically I blink, because sometimes I need to, not let my eyes dry out. So, that was a fun challenge, trying to create those 4 sort of states of being for the same piece of art, and having to, like, Photoshop it, was a little bit weird. But, like, in a fun way. So, yeah, it was a good time. Okay, I wanted to make this, I think, do I want this to be, yeah, I think this is going to be like a carrot cake. Here's a carrot cake, and it's got some little swirlies of frosting on top. I don't prefer cream cheese frosting, but if you like cream cheese frosting, it could be cream cheese frosting. Why not? I'm going to use this amount of ink as well to paint in possibly Mabel's little... Mabel also sounds kind of like maple, which is a very autumnal flavor profile and fragrance and, visual aesthetic. So, hey, that tracks as well. Here we go. It's Mabel. Again, unless anyone has very strong objections to Mabel, but I don't know why you would. But again, that's, you know, if you do, that's none of my beeswax, so, yeah, anyways. I'm gonna pick up a little more of this ink and make a nice, deep brown color for Clarence's little leggies and his little jacket. And then I'm going to realize that I had an additional chair leg here that you can kind of see behind his leg that I didn't paint in, and I'm gonna have to do that afterwards, and it's gonna look all weird. Hooray. Okay, good stuff. Good job. Good job, little slutty pirate. Happy Halloween. The spookiest of all is the bits I forget to paint in. Oops. Oh well, whatever, it's fine. It is fine. Okay. He got leggies now. Hooray. Love that for him. Oh, I'm you know what? I love friendship and I love love, so I'm really happy to see that Clarence has made a friend. She seems like an awesome friend too. She shares the most amusing anecdotes. Maybe she's just telling a joke. I don't know. But they're definitely having a nice time, and I love that for them. There's something, one of my favorite sort of types of social engagement is literally just like meeting up with a single friend and going to like a coffee shop or someplace and just like catching up over coffee and talking about what's going on and just having a good chit chat about this, that, and the other. I just find incredibly pleasant and fun and good, and a good way to friend someone. You know, I do like the larger social gatherings where there's a bunch of people as well, but I find I can go on for longer if there's just like a person, and I'm more likely to feel more outgoing and contribute more as well, whereas sometimes when there's a bunch of people I kind of feel like I just kind of get lost in it because there's never a good time for me to jump into the conversation, and I don't want to say something stupid and have everyone look at me weird. It's just a lot less likely when there's like that, like a person you trust who you can just comfortably sit with. So yeah, between the two, I would say that's my preference. Okay, I'm gonna water this down ever so slightly, and use it for Mabel here's little sort of waistcoaty thing that she's got on, over her dress. Which is a very, very cute look, I think. I did look at some, like, fashion illustrations and, like, illustrations for sewing patterns and magazine things from sort of the early 1900s / 1910s to try and get ideas for, like, a cute outfit I could put this little character in. And I think this turned out really, really cute. I really like it. I hope you do too. I think it's a good look. I think it's a really good look. I really do. I actually kind of want Clarence's outfit to be a shade darker because I think it's too close in value to the table, and I think that's less interesting. So I'm going to give it a second coat, which will hopefully help it stand out a little bit better. It's already standing out a little bit better. Would you look at that? Good job, me. Hooray. Yay, I did it. I am very intelligent. I'm not. That's a joke. I am just a little creature, actually. I'm trying my best. That's what I am. Okay. Anyways. There we go. I do really like this color though. I feel like it's got that sort of nice like old photograph feel, but it's also quite sort of warm and cozy. So I think it kind of combines those things rather well. So I'm happy with that. Yeah, I think that's more or less our colors. I am just gonna take a little bit of that back out. So that I can paint in that hint of table leg we can see behind Clarence's person leg. But anywho. Okay. I realize that this is going to probably only be applicable potentially to North Americans, if there are any North Americans in the chat, but I will ask the chat. Candy corn. Yay or nay? Is it a delicious treat, or is it like weird and unpleasant? I think it's okay, but I wouldn't want to eat more than one of them, which is unusual for me for sweet. Actually, speaking of sweeties, I got these Sour Patch Kids strawberries, and they are stupid delicious. And this is dangerous knowledge. I don't know if they're limited edition, but I kind of hope they are, because I ate like half a bag in one sitting while I was painting the other night, which is really, really bad. I think that's while I was painting the quilt prompt, which was a couple days ago. I'll show you that one in just a second. I need to blow my nose again. I don't know why my nose is so like struggles today, which is I'm sorry I'm sniffing so much. I know that's probably not super pleasant. But I also don't know what to do about it, because it just keeps happening. I never liked candy corn, says Talls. Yeah. It's weird, because like it just kind of tastes like kind of like sweet, but like a weird sweet. Like there's something else to it, but it's not like substantial. It kind of just tastes like, I don't know, corn syrup maybe? Maybe it just tastes like corn syrup, I'm not sure. But yeah, it's not, I wouldn't reach for it out of all of the things. But like if it was there, if there was just like a thing of candy corn, yeah, I would probably eat it. Just because it's present and I have no self-control. So if there's treats, even though they're not my favorite, unless I absolutely vehemently hate them, I'll probably still have a couple. Because my brain is like, free snacks. You have to do it. You gotta. Who knows when we'll be fed again? You must take advantage of available foods at all times. This also applies to if there's samples at the supermarket and I know it's not something I super enjoy, I'll still take a sample because it's free food. I don't know why my brain is like this, but it sure is. Anyways. Weird sweet is a good description, says Tals. Yeah, it is a weird sweet. Like, it's sweet, yes, but there's something not off about it exactly, just like hard to identify and very sort of one note flavor wise, you know. There's no like, with chocolate there's like an undercurrent of bitterness that makes it interesting. Even with white chocolate there's like an undercurrent of creaminess. With fruity sweets there's acidity under there, which again does something to it. Whereas with these it's kind of just like, what is this? I don't know. It's very, very strange. I think is it for me. It's very strange. I don't hate them, but I wouldn't choose them. I don't, they're not as like they're not as much of a no for me as something like, something like a salted licorice tends to be a pretty hard no for me. I am not a salted licorice enjoyer. Are you a salted licorice enjoyer, chat? Do you like availing yourself of a delicious like salmiakki situation? Because I know there are legions of people out there who do. It just is personally not for me. Yeah. It's not something from which I particularly derive enjoyment. But I love that for you if you do. I have to mute again. I'm so no, Dan says, Sammy, no, you said the L word, lesbians? I didn't say lesbians, but you know, I love them. I love and support the ladies. Anyways, and the non-beanies who are lesbians. Much love, friends. Oh no. Sorry. I blew my nose and then suddenly I couldn't hear out of my ears anymore. Why does it do that? It's such a weird mechanism. But anywho. I have lost my train of thought. Oh, good. Oh, great. Love that for me. But, yes, I'm sorry for saying the licorice word. I do apologize. But it is something that a lot of people do enjoy, and you know, like, I'm happy for you. It's just not for me, personally. And that's okay. And if you do like it, neat. Okay. What else do I want to... What else sort of weird shading can I do with this? Because it's feeling very weird at the moment. I want to blot that because it's too dark, and I didn't like that. Honestly, same. There we go. I think it'll... sometimes I will, like, shade things in, and I'm like... Oh! The L word is in the thing that salmiakki is made of. I shan't say it again, Dan, out of respect for your, not liking the thing. And in fairness, I also don't like the thing, so, you know, I understand. It is one of those, like, am I allowed to say Marmite? It's one of those Marmite flavors. Twiglets. Are y'all Twiglet enjoyers? Do you find a Twiglet situation pleasant? Or is that utterly abhorrent to your mouth? Also, I think an interesting question. I've never had them because I know I don't like Marmite, and I know that they're Marmite flavored, so, like, why would I do that to myself? That's my answer. I like myself. Ditto. Marmite I don't like either, but I can accept its existence. Ditto Twiglets. I had Marmite on toast after being told by my British friend that it's like, oh, it's like a classic and it's super yummy. And then I tried it because yeah, and I was like, wow, no. This is genuinely awful, and now I don't know what to do because I don't want to be seen wasting food because I'm my friend's guest. It was a bad time. It was a very, very bad time. It was quite possibly the worst of times, in fact. Never mind whatever Dickens said was the worst of times. That was the worst of times. The time I was served Marmite on toast at my friend's house. Artemis says, I don't hate myself that much. I'm glad to hear it. You should love yourself, because you're great. Anyways, hi, how's it going? Welcome in. What's your favorite Halloween sweet? It doesn't have to be a Halloween-specific item. It can just be a sweet that you enjoy. But what's your favorite? I mean, it is kind of classical given that. At least you tried it, says Dan. You know what? I'm willing to give most things a go, like, once, unless it's, like, a very specific, like, absolute nope for me, and I know that it's not going to be my thing. Like, ditto, like, meats, because I don't eat meat, but, other than that, most foods, I'm willing to give a go one time. I may be like, yep, not for me, and then never have it again. But, you know. It was the time of Marmite. It was the time of licorice, says Dan. Indeed, indeed. I read that out because you said it this time, not me. Anywho. Oh, goodness gracious. But yeah, I am making pumpkin muffins tonight, which I know are going to be delicious because they're my favorite, and I'm so excited. I need to get, the only thing is I need to get a new pumpkin, not a new pumpkin, I need to get a new muffin tin, because our muffin tin is very, I think something was baked in it that stuck really badly to the inside of the tin, so it was very difficult to clean. And it turns out that soaking this muffin tin caused it to rust a bit. So I need a new muffin tin. So that might be a task for this weekend, is go to the like homeware store in my neighborhood and buy a new muffin tin. So that's a thing that is probably going to happen. But yeah. Dan says, no, wait, I did that wrong. It should be good things and then bad thing. I did two bad things. Well, you know, sometimes the available choice that you have in life is one bad thing and one other bad thing, and you just have to choose which bad thing you can tolerate the most. And that's, you know, sad and not very fun, but also sometimes life be like that. It's just, I don't really like either of these things, but you know, I need to eat something, so which of these things is going to be the least troublesome for my taste buds or tummy, kind of thing. Anyways, hey, no election talk, says Dan. You know, actually, yes, I do not have it in me emotionally to talk about, like, to get into politics chat, and I think generally this stream is somewhat of a refuge against that kind of thing. Obviously, if you are in certain countries are having elections soon, if you are in a country where you are able to vote, where you are part of the electorate, please do so. It's very important that you do so, and positive change will not come about from refraining from doing so. That is simply the message that sends, is that you don't care, and you should care. Okay, anyways, moving on. Pumpkins! Yay! It's line art time, which I'm very excited about. Oh, no! I just put my brush in the... I don't need all that ink. Oh, pretzels. Oh, no. Oh, no, now the... Oh, I hope the ink is still okay. Oh, beans. That's bad. Oh, well. I'm gonna do their little pumpkin-y faces first, which I wouldn't normally do, but I'm gonna do it this time because why not? Vote pumpkin! Hell yeah! Pumpkin is a good choice, I think, in this case. Okay, I'm gonna start with Clarence. Because I feel like it. Also, I feel like I should, as a left-handed person, I should be working from right to left more often when I'm painting. So I'm less likely to put my hand into fresh, wet paint or ink. Not that I would ever do that, but I won't say it's never happened, okay? I mean, we are turning sideways to do this anyways, so, like, whatever, but... Anywho, I did think, I didn't arrive at the idea for this piece until, like, yesterday, actually. It took a while to figure out what I wanted to do for the friend prompt. I think just because the possibilities were so many that I was like, I want to do something so good. What's the best thing? I don't know. I could do so many things. There are so many friends I could paint. So many friend-shaped characters that I've kind of done over the last little while, that could make an appearance. Okay, gonna get real quiet because this is very precise. Ta-da! Hey, Clarence! Hello! I think that's alright. Anyways, Dan says, I watched someone who does hyper-realistic pencil and pen sketches, and she does a lot of it upside down. Drawing is upside down, I mean not her. It would be very impressive if she was doing it while upside down. I feel like that would be very difficult. I'm gonna need to mute again. I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm also gonna switch beverages. Because I have a spiced apple tea here, and I would very much like to be sipping it right now. Mmm. Oh yeah, that's delicious. Yay. Anyways, I hope whatever you do, I don't really care what you do, but I really hope that you all have a wonderful Halloween. Whether or not you are observing it, I hope you are having a nice time. If it's just a Thursday to you, I hope you're having a great Thursday. And regardless of whether or not you are a Halloween enjoyer, I heartily recommend treating yourself in some way to a little something that brings you joy. Whether that's some kind of sweet or baked good or just like a really beautiful squash that you can roast up with a little bit of honey and sea salt and maybe some olive oil and just have that. Just have like a bowl of that for dinner. You should do that. That sounds like a really nice time. I have a squash in the kitchen that I have been waiting for the right day to roast up for my lunch, and I think that day is going to be tomorrow after my Hollow Knight stream. But yes, a fruit cider of some kind in the pub after hockey. Hell yeah, you've hardly touched your paint water. Are you okay? Dan, no. Spice apple tea sounds wonderful, says Tals. It's so good. It's so good that I held fire on ordering it from the tea website that makes it. As it's like a seasonal drink, and it was like starting to sell out. Like they sold out the smallest size, and I was like, okay, I'll just get the next size up. Then they sold out of that like the next day before I had a chance to buy it. So I had to buy a 300-gram bag. A 300-gram bag of tea is a large amount of tea. So, that's a lot of tea for me to get through, but it also means that I'm not going to run out over the winter, which I'm very happy about. It's really nice. Nice juicy apple and warming cinnamon and some other spices happening in there. It's just really cozy. Really, really cozy. There we go. It's Mabel, probably. I hope she's okay. I hope we like her. I like her. I think she's fun. Okay. I'm gonna start doing, like, the chair and stuff. And sort of the peripheral bits. Don't let's question too much how these chairs work. They just do. Like, there's the seat. His butt is under that, sort of casually perched. Now, the person who gave us the prompt friend has been painting just the most adorable butts onto all of their paintings this month, which has been very fun to see. And I did not paint any butts into this painting, but I mean, they're sitting on chairs, so I think you can reasonably extrapolate that these people have butts. I just haven't painted them. I mean, you can kind of see, like, the side of Mabel's butt here. So, like, she has one under her skirt. I just elected not to just specifically paint pumpkin people's bums. And I hope that's okay. There we go. He's got his little waistcoat on. You get these little buttons painted in as well. It's one of those ones that has a load of buttons. There's also a little, like, watch chain going there towards his pocket. So he can bring out his pocket watch if he needs to see what time it is, that kind of thing. Um, here we go. Okay. For anyone who isn't familiar with this little guy Clarence, the last time we saw him, actually, let me find it for you. The last time we saw Clarence, he was having his portrait done with a very newfangled piece of equipment that he managed to get a hold of, and was very proud about this fact. So let me see if I can find you. Ah, here he is. Here's Clarence. Okay. Here's Clarence with his fancy newfangled phonograph machine, which as I've said, he's very proud to have it and very fond of it. So he wanted everyone to see his beautiful new phonograph machine. Probably maybe listening to some interesting popular songs about, oh, I don't know, romance or bees, whatever people are writing songs about these days for these newfangled recording equipments. But yeah, he's a fun little fellow, and I've had a nice time painting him today, I gotta say. There we go. And there we go. Yay! Okay, his arm is a little bit of a weird shape there, but you know what? It's fine. Don't worry about it. Heck. And his handsome little bow tie. Because I think bow ties are hecking adorable, personally. Just an absolute delight. I used to own a bow tie that was very cute. I'm kind of sad that I don't think I have it anymore. I specifically bought it for a cosplay, but then I would just kind of wear it from time to time just because I thought it was cute. That was fun. I have no idea where it got to. It's probably somewhere in storage. Somewhere on the bottom of my pile of clothes that I never wear and really need to get around to donating. Donating clothes is hard, actually. I don't want to truck, like, there used to be just like a clothing donation point outside the supermarket that was just this huge bin, and you could just take like a big bag of clothes and just drop them on in there, and they would, I don't know, take them to a charity shop or whatever. Or possibly just resell them on eBay for money. I honestly don't know. I don't know how verified these things are, but at least the clothing was no longer part of my wardrobe, which is good when it is a clothing you no longer need, that someone else can make good use of. But that left the car park of our local supermarket quite a while ago, and nothing ever took its place. That's just a blank spot now. There also used to be some like recycling bins there. Again, also just blank spots now. Very useful, very helpful. Love that for us. But I'm wary of just like turning up at a charity shop in the neighborhood, because what if they're like, oh, we don't actually need any donations right now, we have no use for this, and there's nowhere, like, we don't want it, and they basically turn me away. I will have hauled this stuff on the bus all the way to like the town for nothing, which I don't love for me. So I would personally rather not do that, but also I've got a lot of clothes that I don't wear anymore. My style has changed, my size has changed many times over the years. And yeah, I would like to see it not go to waste. But I also don't know. I don't know what to do. I do not know what to do with this stuff. It's very frustrating, actually, to not know. But never mind. Why did I get onto this? Oh yeah, bow ties. Of course, bow ties. The clothes donation bin at my local supermarket is always overflowing. Makes me really sad to see, oh, things getting wet and ruined towels. That's terrible. I'm so sorry. Ooh. Artemis says some charities like VHF and AGK will come and collect if they have a store nearby. I will need to check that out, because that would make things so much easier for me. Also, my moderator / spouse just came home, so I'm going to go quickly say hello to him. One moment, please, chat. I'll be back in a second. Hey, darling.
Hey.
How's it going? You guys with spooky scared? Oh, well, this slutty pirate will protect you. Welcome home, baby. I need to be comfy. Anyways, I am prepared to fight.
And you've broken my sword.
Yeah, I stole your foam sword. I hope that's okay. I also couldn't find a tripod, so I couldn't go out and do a photo shoot.
Sorry.
Yeah, I have no idea where any of your tripods are, but never mind. Anyways, hello everybody, I'm back.
No, me neither, Tim.
Right, where were we? Oh yeah, Clarence and I have unilaterally decided, sweetheart, that this one's name is Mabel.
Okay.
Do you think she looks like a Mabel?
Why not?
Okay, good. She's a Mabel. Yay.
Tripod there, but it's not got a head on it.
Ah, less helpful.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, I took some selfies, so I have like arm's length selfies of my outfit in the studio, and that's about it. But that's what I have the PNG tuber for, so you can still see what I'm wearing today, but also I'll probably just keep the PNG tuber because I think it's really fun to have one, actually. I'm really enjoying this. I hope that y'all are too. I think it's fun. I'm not likely ever going to be a webcam is on streamer. I don't know. I find it taxes the stream quite badly, I think. But also, like, I'll be on camera if I am just like a friend or a guest on someone else's stream. So it's not like, you know, I'm not revealing my face. My face is very visible across the internet, and that's fine by me. It's more just a practicality thing. But also I think I will become too hyper vigilant of like what my face is doing, and that will pull focus away from my brain doing, you know, the actual like art stuff too much potentially. And that would also be kind of bad, so I'd like to not do that either. Anyways, but this I think is a nice compromise, because you still get to see me sort of chatting away, and you know, with my little feather quill paintbrush, which is 100% not what I'm using, but never mind. I do have a feather quill pen, actually. I've just never used it because I'm scared. That's why. I'm just scared. That's all. Okay. But like I could. I will at some point. I had lightly intended to try and do maybe a streaming thing with it, but there's just been too much else going on this month to try and also do an entirely new medium / set of tools, whereas the paintbrushes I already own plus ink I already know, you know, how it performs and stuff. Much more reliable and a lot less scary. And I'm a tired bear, so I love that for me. You just need a suitable reason to use it. Any buried treasure you need to map, says Tals. Oh man, I wish there was buried treasure. That would be great. Where can I find some buried treasure, y'all? That's what I need a map for, yeah. Oh, jeez. I mean, I did stream a good portion of Assassin's Creed Black Flag, and there was buried treasure in that. I never did find a... So at one point, I unearthed a treasure chest that had a pair of pearl earrings, and I loved them so much, and I was like, okay, Edward Kenway needs a matching necklace to go with his pearl earrings, so he will look super fancy. But I never did find a pearl necklace to go with the pearl earrings, and I was very disappointed. As was Edward. But at least, one of the things I really liked about that game, that's the only Assassin's Creed game I've ever played, but one of the things I really enjoyed about it was that you can pet the dog, you can pet the goat, you can feed the chickens, you can be blessed by a cat, you can pet a cow. I cried with joy when I got to pet the cow. I'm being given a potato crisp because this is a flavor that I've never had before. It's called Koitabuta. And I'm going to mute because I don't want you to have to hear my crunching noises on stream. So 1 second, please.
Oh.
I was expecting it to be fairly mild. And it is fairly mild. It has that sort of herbiness of like, kind of like soft sour cream and onion. Anyways, do save some for me, love. Because I quite like them. They're not as good as dill chips, but pretty good. Though my favorite flavor of crisp all together, my favorite, hands down favorite, 100% potato crisp flavor is lightly salted. So, don't necessarily trust my opinions. I also really love paprika. And ketchup. And all dressed because I'm a good Canadian. And also I don't get to eat them very often, so, you know, they're special. Yeah, I did find this herb butter flavor at one of our local grocery stores. And I was like, hell yeah, I'll give that a go. Why not? And it turns out, it's okay. I was with you until ketchup says to Hals, oh, ketchup is the best. Sorry. I do appreciate a ketchup crisp. It's not a flavor that I would want to have every single day. For sure. But I do really enjoy it as a sometimes treat, and I think it might in part be because it has to be a sometimes treat, because I can't get them every day, because they don't do them here. Or at least if you do see them, it is extremely rare. And they're not as good. The Canadian ones are better. There, I said it. So there. Anyways. Okay. There's a question for the chat. What's your favorite flavor of crisps? What's your favorite savory snack? And if you prefer something other than crisps, what's your favorite savory snack? Would your favorite Halloween trick-or-treat house be the house that just gave, like, full snack-size bags of Lay's crisps? I hope Bill... I don't know. That family moved away many years ago. From next door to my parents. But they seemed like fairly nice, average suburbanite family. I hope they're well. They had a little, when I was very small, they had a little doggy who was very cute. It was one of those sort of fluffy little ones with like a scrunched up face, but not a pug, like something else that was like fluffy and had a scrunched up face. That kind of vibe. Very cute, whatever they were. I forget its name. Oh no. What was its name? Oh no, it's gonna bother me until I remember. I would ask my folks, but there's no way they would remember that kind of thing. Ooh. Though that being said, thinking about the folks back home, I've just remembered it is actually a family member's birthday today, so I need to send a message off in their direction to convey my birthday wishes. And I hope they're having a wonderful birthday. I hope that their family is celebrating them appropriately. They are also, I think, very fortunately, a big fan of, like, spooky season type stuff, like pumpkins and vampires and ghosts and all that kind of thing. So, that's always been, I think, quite fortuitous when you have a birthday that falls on a day like Halloween. I feel like it would be really unfortunate if that was a particular holiday that you have no interest or enjoyment in, and it's kind of everywhere on your birthday, you know what I mean? Like, that would just be kind of unfortunate. But thankfully that isn't the case with my family member, so yay. There we go. Yay! Oh no, I think it's mostly pretty cute. I think there are a couple of bits that I'm seeing here and there that I would like to fix if I can. There's some... I feel like there's some shading missing. And there was a suggestion from chat earlier that it would be cute if we did like a wallpaper in the background, and I think I might actually do that because I think you're right. I think that might be really cute to do. But first, I just want to kind of shade in that bit. And then this bit where the buttons of the waistcoat overlap as well. And maybe just sort of that sort of butt area. Just so you get a feel of it being, you know, sort of round. In respect to our prompter for the day being someone who has painted someone who has consistently painted butts this entire month. It has been honestly so much fun. You love to see it. Okay. I hope that I really do hope that y'all have a good Halloween, whatever you get up to today. Even if that is a whole lot of basically nothing, I still hope that you have a wonderful day. I am just going to make a whole bunch of stripe color. I want it to be fairly subtle because I want the background to not accidentally overtake the scene. But just a little added texture back there, I think, is not necessarily a bad thing. So let me pop in some little stripey doos. Anyways. Oh, I don't think I mentioned what I'm having for my Halloween night dinner. I'm having a very spooky salad. It's very tenuously spooky, my dinner. It's more just like, ooh, I fancy eating this. Having more trick-or-treaters than I was expecting, suspended distractions. Oh my goodness gracious. I hope that you have enough treats, and it's nice to hear that they're active and out there. That's really cool. Love that for y'all. Tell says I haven't had them since I was young, but I remember cheesies as being outstanding. Ooh, I do like a cheesy snack. Is this like the crunchy kind or the puffy kind? Because I like the puffy kind, like What's-Its. Those I find very delicious. Ready salted crisps are my most go-to snack in that family, says Tal's. Yes! do love just a salted potato and oil flavored situation. I find that very pleasant. But yes. And I wasn't sure if that was weird because it's like it's such a simple flavor. And there are so many flavors out there that are like flaming hot, flavor blasted. And so it's just like, do most people want significantly more flavor in their crisps than that? I just dropped my two of my paintbrushes, and I can see one, and I can't see where the other's gone. And I'm trying to pick it up with my foot so I don't have to actually like get under the desk to grab it, and it's not going very well because I don't have opposable thumbs on my feet, and my toes are much shorter than my fingies. Okay, I got it. And it doesn't look like the bristles were affected. Okay, where the heck is the other one? It's very dark under my desk, so it's hard to see, so I'm gonna put on a torch so I can try and see where this... It's a large brush! Where did it go? Oh my goodness, this is also where all of the cables for various, like, electrical things live. Is under the desk, of course. Which therefore means that there's a lot of other similarly colored things. Where the heck did this... Oh my god! Where did it go? That's so weird! Like legit, it's a reasonably sized paintbrush. Okay, it was in and among some dark colored cables, so crisis averted. I have recovered my brushy. Oh my gosh, that was a wild ride. Sorry about that, everybody. Let's resume and try not to knock over my brushes again. Oh, goodness gracious. Okie dokie. But anyways, yes, I am making a Halloween salad. By which I mean, I am roasting some butternut squash, and I've got some nice salad leaves, and I'm gonna add probably some apple sliced, probably some apple to it as well, with a nice sort of lemony, olive oily dressing. And then probably a little bit of cheese, because I like a little bit of cheese. But yeah, roasted squash, apple, chiz, greens. Does the striped wallpaper make it look like they're in prison? Because it's kind of giving me that vibe, so I think I'm going to need to add something. I'm going to need to add like a pattern to it now that I've put stripes. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. I'm also gonna go upside down so I don't put my hand in the painting, which I would rather not do. Okay. But I think I can do a fairly simple pattern that won't take too long, which would be great. Anyways. Quest complete, as many distractions. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay. Almost finished. The stripes of the wallpaper. I think I'm just going to put a little sort of like very simple sort of floral in between the stripes just so it doesn't look quite that weird. I don't know. It's just you'll see what I'm going for. You'll see what I'm going for. Just kind of like a doot. Just like a this sort of thing. I think makes it look a little bit more like whimsical wallpaper than bars behind them. And to be honest, like, wondering if it looks like that is probably also a case of me, like, massively overthinking and actually it was fine. But sometimes you don't want to take the risk if it seems weird. So I'd rather just fix it. Okay. And I feel like that's an improvement. I feel like that's cute. I like this. I think this is fun. So I'm going to keep doing this for the rest of it. But also it's a simple enough pattern that it's not going to take me too much longer to do because I don't have that much more time. But I'm certainly having a nice time doing this. And I hope you're having a wonderful Thursday as well. Okay. There we go. Ba-ba. Next stripe. I'm going to take a sip of my tea real quick, actually, if that's okay. Deliciousness. Anyways, I don't know what Clarence and Mabel are talking about, but I feel like it's the kind of anecdote that ends with, "So then I said." That's kind of the vibe I'm getting, I think. I don't know what she then said, but she definitely then said something. I don't know. I hope y'all like this little scene. I'm having fun with it. I wanted to do something a little bit fun for today, because I enjoy fun. That's all. Okay. Oh. Is this wallpaper pattern perfect? No. But that's what you get when you get your wallpaper that's been hand painted? ? It's very cute and seasonally appropriate, says Many Distractions. Hell yeah, thank you. I did also really want to do something that, had somewhat of a Halloween-y feel to it, I suppose. Just feels appropriate. And this is a fairly short time of the year when all of this stuff be's relevant, and I love it so much that I have to take full advantage when it is, because it makes me happy. And it is kind of weird because it's not really that much of a thing here, but I did wear, I was working from an office yesterday, and I did allow myself to dress seasonally appropriately, and it felt a little bit silly to do, but I was really glad that I did. I was wearing just my regular semi-nice trousers and jacket and that kind of thing, but I was also wearing a t-shirt with a very cursed looking jack-o'-lantern on it that says, "Still alive, but at what cost?" Which makes me very happy. It's very silly, and it's good. Okay. Almost done. Just got one left to do. There we go. Okay. Yay! Oh, I think this turned out pretty darn cute. I hope that you like it as well. I had a lot of fun doing this. I hope you enjoyed my PNG tuber. They will probably be back on Monday. They will not be on stream tomorrow because the application that I use to run the VTuber is on a different device to the device that I use to play game streams, which means I can't have both running at once. But regardless, it's been fun to try it and do it, and it seems to work. Hopefully it hasn't made the stream really horrible. But yeah, had a good time with this. Had a really good time with this painting. Had a really good time hanging out with y'all. It's been very fun. And thank you for putting up with my shenanigans. But yeah, been really good. And happy Halloween to y'all. And also, again, I just want to say a huge thank you to this amazing group of people that y'all are for being over 1,000 in number, which happened this month. So I will be doing some celebratory stuff next week to celebrate that and to thank y'all for being here. Because I'm genuinely very, very grateful. So we'll do some stuff. We'll probably do like a celebratory art stream and also a celebratory game stream on Thursday and Friday next week. With like, I don't know, maybe giveaways and stuff. We'll see. And other silly fun activities. But in the meantime, I have to go roast some squash and bake some muffins. So I'm going to hop onto my little computer machine here and take a look and see who's live right now, who's doing strims, who we can go do a little raid on. Give some love to. Because I think that would be really nice. Now, let me just check and make sure that they're not very demonstrably just about to end before I start the raid. Because that would be really embarrassing. But I have a feeling that we might be in luck here. Hopefully. Maybe. Okay, I don't think they're just about to end. Alright, cool. So we're gonna raid MKO because it is their prompt day. So happy prompt day raid message. And thanks for hanging out with me, everybody. I really do appreciate it. I love hanging out with y'all. Gonna put some pumpkin ghost emotes because it's Halloween, damn it, and I can. It's one of my favorite days of the year. Very special to me. There's the raid message. Feel free to grab it with the emotes if you have the emotes. If you don't have the emotes, you can just say happy prompt day raid message if you want to. Or append any cool emotes that you do have. I gotta leave before it kicks us into the raid, so, yeah, I'll be back tomorrow morning playing some Hollow Knight and doing normal things. In the meantime, thank you so much for hanging out. You're all breathtaking. Hope to see you again soon. Take care, friends. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for putting up with my PNG tuber, and good night.